Recording's going. Let's see here. Go to Black Aaron Broadcast. Actually, why not just play the freaking music right now? Don't make it weird. There we go.
He's that funny young guy to talk to. Always seem to have a good talk. Always coming back around. Have a friend and half. Aaron Black sounds like Dave Chappelle. Aaron Black sounds like Dave Chappelle. Come and chat and sit down with him. Have a drink and have a talk. Smoke a blunt and maybe some whiskey. Think about the world at large, cause Aaron Black sounds like Dave Chappelle. 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 He's a guy you open up with and share your stories. Tell about the things you've seen and adventures you've been on. He's a pretty young man to think of, but he has something to say. Never discount what he's come about on the podcast today. Oh, Aaron Black sounds like Dave Chappelle. Cause Aaron Black sounds like Dave Chappelle. Cause Aaron Black sounds like Aaron Black sounds like Aaron Black sounds like Dave Chappelle.
Welcome to the Black Aaron Broadcast. Today's date is July 5th, 2018. Episode 4. Yeah, 4. Okay, thank you there. My guest, who's going to get a wonderful introduction right now. I think you're going to like this. So my today's guest is a lifelong student of martial arts and karate expert. Don't cut her off or drive too slow on the road because she's known for fits of rage on and off the road. One of the few people who doesn't think Disneyland is the happiest place on earth. She used to study computer science, but decided a major in the arts would be far more profitable. The only other person aside from me that doesn't have a hangover the day after celebrating Independence Day, Sarah Shane, my guest today.
Partially because I'm not old enough, but
You're not what?
I'm not old enough for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What are you, like 20 and a half?
Yeah, I turn 21 next month. So
Okay, well,
yeah.
Hey.
Literally the day before school.
Oh, wow. Okay, just in time.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Just be like, let's start senior year.
Oh, man. So thank you for coming on the show, Sarah. Thank you for filling in. I had a guest scheduled, but she couldn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
Some school priorities took over, which is cool. I'll have her on later. Alexa, shout out. But how are you doing today? Let me ask first.
I'm actually doing pretty well, like catching up on all the sleep that I've missed this past 3 years that I've been here.
Yeah. Sleep. I'm enjoying. Like, I was supposed to work some of this week, but then I just decided to just take off for a week because I don't have any classes right now. So I thought that'd be a good idea.
This is my first summer in 4 years, so I'm just gonna get all the sleep I can before work.
That's to sleep. High fives to sleep. Let's see. So what were or did you have any 4th of July plans? Did you end up doing anything yesterday?
I went to work.
Oh, dear Lord. How was that? I mean, free fireworks show, right?
Well, I got to see the normal fireworks and then the specific 4th of July ones. But I was also working on a show, so I kind of was held back from finishing my spot.
So
little
you
bit.
so you had to like work on the show. You couldn't like
Yeah.
multitask, do the show, and look at like all the pretty
I mean, I
fireworks.
could hear them.
You could
It at least didn't sound like really heavy. Like one of the buildings that we have, it's
Yeah.
like so boomy
Mm-hmm.
that it scares everyone. But like this time I could actually hear like real fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of nice.
Yeah. Do they shoot them like out of buildings or something? You said or?
No, they're outside the buildings, but they're
Uh-huh.
like in the back
Mm-hmm.
of Disneyland. So
Okay, the back.
yeah.
I was wondering like where's the best place to see fireworks from Disneyland when you're not actually on the premises? Is there like a perfect like spot that you can see
That
them?
I'm not sure. I mean, I live close enough that I kind of just move my curtain and I'm like, it's 9:30.
Okay. Because that's when they shoot them off at 9:30,
Mhm.
and you live in a Garden Grove.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so that's close. It's like,
Mhm.
because is it in Anaheim or
Yeah.
what? It's in Anaheim. It's
Mhm.
like Garden Grove, Buena Park, Anaheim, Disneyland. All right, cool. What? Let's see here. So I asked you a few questions before the show.
Yeah.
I asked you what. Let's see, what has been your most valuable life lesson? And what you said was you realize the most important part of life was the little parts of life that make someone happy,
Mhm.
and can be the reason they live, which I agree with and I think is really cool. The little things aren't important
Mhm.
because they make up kind of the big picture.
Yeah.
What would you say, like if you were to expand on that, what would you say some of the little things are that make life worth living?
Okay, so for like the way that I live life, it's definitely
Yeah, your
like,
perspective.
the kids that I teach,
Okay.
for one, like seeing them get all excited, like
Mm-hmm.
whether it's during class or just like when I take them to a tournament or they're testing, they have a new belt or they got a medal, no matter what place they get. Like just seeing the little things where it's like the first time going to a tournament.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the things.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, it's a little thing, or when they get excited because they finally figured out a new technique that they were learning.
Okay, because you do karate,
Mhm.
correct?
Yes.
Like, and so she's a karate teacher.
Yes.
Okay, and you teach like what ages?
Anywhere from 4 to adults.
Okay, for the adults. So you're, you're like super karate master, but
No.
we're always a student. We're always a
Yes.
student. What belt are you right now?
I am a 2nd degree black belt.
Ooh, wow. 2nd degree black belt.
Mhm.
I was gonna wait to ask this later, but I was gonna say, you know what? I'll wait. I will wait for that one. So,
Okay.
okay, I'll wait because it's funny. But and I'm gonna get back into the karate because I want to ask you like a lot about that stuff. But I do want to go back to some of the questions I asked you before because I thought you had some really good answers.
Mhm.
I also asked you, who do you trust the most? And you said your boyfriend.
Yes.
Okay, so that's cool because I was like, I just thought of these questions and I was like, what can I ask, like not get super complicated, but just can tell me a little bit more about the
Mhm.
person. Who do you trust? Because trust is important. And was that trust established, and it wasn't like in an instant, or was it just small experiences over time? Can you explain that like a little?
It was kind of like a little bit of both. Like
Mm-hmm.
most people, it's a bit hard for me to trust because I had a lot of friendship issues. when
Okay.
I was little. Got pulled into a lot of drama, but with him, it was just easy.
Yeah,
Like I
Easy
had
to
no
trust.
issues trusting him. I was like, oh, this is fine.
that's
No.
good.
I'm okay with this.
I'm okay. This
is
this is working. Let's
Yeah.
keep this going.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
I like personal note, my wife, she brings up this moment where like before we were married, she knew we were already kind of like off and on her together for like a long time, but we went on this hiking thing with some friends and she decided to come along, and the way down the mountain to like the hot springs was like pretty easy,
Mhm.
but back up she basically almost died, and she came to a point where she was just almost like, leave me here in the canyon.
Mhm.
And I was like, no. And I kind of pushed her, but I didn't yell at her or anything. And
Yeah.
the way I went about it, she's like, oh God, I gotta stay with this guy for the rest of my life. Cause she would have left herself there.
Yeah.
Like just the vultures and just try to get a helicopter or something. So for her, I guess that was her kind of little moment. But yeah, I think it's the those like small things and also the big things, a combination.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Shout out to Sarah Shane's boyfriend. He's super trustful.
Yeah.
Let's keep it that way. Let's see here. And I asked you to name an unforgettable experience. So we'll get back to the karate. And you said through karate, I was able to go to the Bahamas, help with a training camp there, and a tournament they had. Can you tell me how that all started? Like when you first got into karate, how you got to help with the training camp, all the way in like the Bahamas for a tournament. Like start me like back in the time.
Right. We're gonna start when I was 6 years old.
Okay, 6 years old, Sarah
Forced
Shane.
into karate.
Forced into it by mom, dad, family member, what?
Yeah. But mom and dad.
Mom and dad.
I would cry when I got there.
You would
Like, as soon as I touch
initiate.
the floor, I'd start crying.
As soon as you touch the mats in the
I was a crybaby.
Oh, now we're not a crybaby anymore?
No.
No,
Just because of karate.
just because of karate. You hear that, people? Martial arts will make you not a crybaby.
Yeah. Toughens you up.
Yeah.
No, but for that one, it was like, good. So the dojo that we have in the Bahamas, they're one
Mhm.
of our like sister dojos.
Yeah.
And so they come out every year for training camps that we have to train with us and see
Mhm.
like how we do things and then get more information because they are kind of like cut off in a way since they're on an island
Yeah.
from the rest of our organization. So they always do their best to at least send out their chief instructor.
From the island.
Mhm.
And what island is it again?
I say this wrong all the time. So it's
Because there's like many islands, right? Over
yeah. I think Nassau? I don't
there.
know.
Nassau. I have one like Hawaiian friend, of Brandon Pacheco, and he might actually be able to pronounce that
Hopefully, 'cause
properly.
I can't. I can say that
That's
right
okay,
now.
but go on. I
Yeah.
interrupted you. So they send one person over.
Usually at least one person over to us in Anaheim. Or
Mm.
we used to be in Anaheim. Now we're in Garden Grove
Okay.
to train with us and take all the information. And so they also like the chief instructor because she see me like growing up like in the dojo. Because when someone grows up in the dojo, we call them a dojo baby.
Dojo babies.
Because you're literally watching them grow up. Like,
That's
from a
pretty
kid.
cool.
So because of that, and they decided that they were going to have their own training camp
Yeah.
and their own tournament
Hmm.
that they were going to put on and have. So the president of our organization, we call
Yeah.
him Kaicho.
Okay. The president is Kaicho.
Hmm. So she was going to have him go out there to
Mhm.
teach and then also do a black belt test
Mhm.
because he has to be present for our tests.
Yeah.
And so they decided that they were going to have him, his daughter, who's actually the chief instructor of the dojo that I teach at.
Yeah.
And then they invited my family to go as well.
Oh. So you're dojo family or you're
Yeah.
just actual
Like,
family?
My actual family.
Oh.
So like my parents, my brother, and I.
Okay. How long ago was this?
This was 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, about 2 years ago.
Okay. Like 2016,
Mhm.
15-ish maybe. Okay. Good to go. Awesome. So you started when you were like 5 or 6
Mhm.
and you were crying, you were a crybaby, and then through your awesome
Years of
cor-
going through.
martial arts training, you kind of like toughened you up and stuff. Have you ever sustained any like serious injuries like
Through karate? No, the most I've done is just like bruised a couple ribs. So
okay,
just kind of had to wrap them for a couple days and that was fine.
only a couple ribs. All right. So yeah. Go ahead.
That was like during a tournament though. So.
Oh, during a tournament, like
Yeah.
so that's the most you've been injured is like say during like a tournament or something.
Yeah.
How are those? I'm just curious. Like
They're kind of hectic when you first go
Uh-huh.
because then you're like learning the whole process of it, where people go, like
Mhm.
ranks and stuff. But then once you're like used to it, then it's just kind of like normal. You're just like, oh, I show up,
Mhm.
get my division, go to staging when I get called, go out and
Okay.
compete, go check on the rest of the students.
All right, good to go. So that's so moving forward to like what I wanted to ask you before. And wait, you said what belt are you again? You said you're a second degree black belt?
Yeah.
Okay. And what exactly does that mean when you're second degree black belt?
So-
Because I was trying to read about this online before I move forward. Like I just want to
Yeah.
know who I'm sitting across from. What kind of killing machine you
usually,
are.
Like, I explain it to people with like the lower belts, like
Mhm.
the colored belts is what we call them.
Mhm.
So there's 10 different levels.
Yes.
Same thing for black belts. I just said this.
Don't karate chop my monitors here, bro. We're gonna just go ahead.
So there's like 10 different levels there. So
Yeah.
it's kind of the same thing, but instead of getting like a different colored belt each time,
Yeah.
it's just you keep the same black belt, and they're like, "You're a second degree. You passed the test. Good
Okay.
job."
Good to go.
You have more responsibility.
More responsibility. I understand that. So, have you whooped anyone's ass before?
I kind of did, but I was 4.
Oh, you were 4.
So I
Whoa.
wasn't even in karate.
This was before you said you started training at 6. So you're
Yeah, this was
so-
preschool.
This was preschool. Why were you beating people up in preschool?
So it was like the preschool that I went to was also a Montessori, so they had like a daycare thing. So
Okay.
my brother was there as well.
Okay.
And so there was this kid who, like, I guess he kept making fun of my brother because he was still learning how to walk.
Okay.
And so I somehow, like, my parents told me this.
Yeah.
I obviously don't remember being 4 and beating someone up.
Yeah, you just blacked
So-
out when you whooped a little,
Yeah.
little kid's ass.
And so I guess I got my brother to step on the kid's toe,
Mm-hmm.
and then I punched the kid in the face.
Teamwork.
Just to find out that the kid was actually the owner of that school's nephew,
Excellent.
and was like, "We don't condone violence." And my mom was like, "But you condone bullying?"
Oh.
And of course, I was just crying because I was in trouble and I was 4.
Wow. Okay, so that was your first. That was your first ass whooping. Can you whoop your boyfriend's ass?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah, I feel like he would win.
Does he do martial arts too?
No.
Okay, he's just
he
tough.
used to do some when he was younger, but
Okay.
he's just strong.
Okay, he's just strong.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to fight outside the dojo or training or tournament, like to protect yourself?
Nope.
Well,
Which I'm glad for.
yeah, which you should be glad for, you know. All right, good to go. What made you decide to go outside karate and come here to the audio recording program?
So obviously, like, I was put into karate.
Yeah.
It's not my number one like love or anything. Like, that's music
Yeah.
when it
Okay.
comes to that. And part of like choosing this school was just because I didn't want to go to school with everyone I grew up with.
Okay, you wanted to get away
So,
from
Yeah.
the crowd because you've lived in, I guess, what was it Garden Grove
Yeah.
for like your entire life.
Pretty
So
much.
just from
Yeah.
like preschool, Montessori, all the way
Since I was,
elementary,
like 2.5 to
middle.
now.
Oh yeah, just around all the same people.
So my excuse is that I'm kind of like sick of their faces.
Their faces.
That's what I tell them. My friends
Okay.
are like, "Why don't you go to school with us?"
Yeah.
So I came here and then started off as computer science because I was like, "Oh, I don't know what I want to do," but I
Mm.
didn't want to start off as like undecided. So I
Mhm.
just picked computer science.
You just picked it randomly. Are you good with math and stuff, or?
math. I can do the higher math.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as long as I have like a formula and
A
stuff,
formula you can work through
I
it.
can figure it out. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I just kind of got
Bored.
tired.
Tired.
Like, I was bored, and then people kept like annoying me, so I kept having to tell people off in class.
Oh no! So they're
Yeah.
they're
'Cause
the.
they didn't believe that I was computer science.
Why didn't they believe you?
Because I dressed like an athlete.
Okay.
And they're like, "Are you supposed to be here?" I was like, this class is for computer science majors. So yes.
Really?
Yeah.
God, everybody's got to be talking mess. They don't know they're talking to like a second degree black belt just because
Yeah.
you're wearing some. What were you wearing? Just like sweats
Like,
or?
My my very first computer science class, I was wearing a tank top and sweats because it was like summer
Yeah.
when I took it, and like I had a drawstring bag, and everyone was just like dressed all nice and neat, like
Really?
hands crossed on the desk.
Wow. Is that what it's
So-
like in there?
Well, at least that class was. I
Hmm.
made 2 friends that day just because I told everyone off.
You made 2 friends?
Yeah.
They're like, we like you, Sarah. Be our friend.
Pretty much.
Sit at our table at lunch. That's funny. I took like because I was trying to do computer science for a minute, but I took
Mhm.
2 programming classes and realized that wasn't for me. I took like Java, I got like a C, and I took C++, I got a D, and I was just
Yep.
like,
I got the same
I
grades.
can't, I can't do this like all day. Like I learned a ton, but I just couldn't do it all day. I have like a few friends that program, shout out to them, but Yeah, I realized it just wasn't for me. I'd rather just run my mouth.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I
like
also
we're doing
couldn't
now.
take like the whole like your human interaction was just you and the computer.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, most of your work is going to be just in front of the computer,
Mhm.
typing in code and taking instructions via email or
Yeah.
maybe watching YouTube videos.
That
But
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
basically. And what made you do you that's what I wanted to know. Do you dabble in any other arts outside music or karate? Like,
Well, I've always drawn, so
yeah,
I can draw as long as
doodling.
they're in black and white
Yeah.
because I have some issues with colors. So
What issues do you have with
like
colors?
there are certain colors like I can't really tell apart.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if it's like they're just too close in shade for me to
Mm-hmm.
tell or what it is. So I kind of just avoid color in general.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you ever got tested? Like, I mean,
I-
I don't know much about it, but like a color blindness
I've
test.
tried, and there were certain ones where I was like, it was like they're all dots
Mm-hmm.
in like different shades of colors,
Mhm.
and then they're like, pick out the number in this circle.
You're like,
Some of them I was like,
there's a number?
there's no number in here. But like,
Yeah.
I still can't tell you what colors those were.
Okay. All right. Sarah
Yeah.
may be a little colorblind,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Who
whatever.
knows?
It's not going to stop you in life. Not going
No.
to keep you from moving forward. Let's see. Do you have any artists in your family?
Yes. I have some cousins that draw,
Mhm.
and then one of my other cousins, she's actually over at USC for film.
They have a
And
great. I did a tour there.
something else.
They're supposed to have like a legit
Yeah.
film and like audio and everything,
Mhm.
but film mostly over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got money over there, like a lot.
They
Like the campus, like they raised like 6.6
Mhm.
billion in donations
Yeah.
alone. They're wild.
Yeah,
But
they are.
yeah, so you got a cousin at USC?
Yeah, we're actually gonna be graduating like within days of each other.
Oh, cool.
So
Maybe you guys can coordinate.
yeah,
That would
I don't
be
know.
dope.
That's what the rest of our family's hoping for.
Yeah, they want you to
Do something like some
Together.
little movie or something.
yeah. You know, I'm trying to do some type of almost mini
Mhm.
doc thing. Maybe get like some of the TV film students involved
Yeah.
and kind of like do something in the studio and like just maybe like play some music and record the people and talk to them and stuff.
Mhm.
Kind of like offshoot of this whole podcast thing.
Yeah.
You know, we got like about a year or so left, so I don't know.
Might as well see what we can do with what we have.
Exactly. We got all the resources here. We got all the
Mhm.
people. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. And let's see. Do you are you where you want to be right now?
At the moment, I kind of am.
You are?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm kind of like ahead of some other people around my age because they just kind of took their time with
Yeah.
their general ed.
Mm-hmm.
So they're still got like another year or two in college.
They're lagging.
So, yeah. But I mean, like I said, this is my first summer in 4 years. So
Mm-hmm.
just been going to school in between, paying for all that.
Okay. Good to go. And what do you hope to accomplish, you know, after you finish school or maybe even during
Mhm.
school?
When it comes to like our major and what we do, I kind of want to just like work for a post house or something, just
Like post-production.
post-production stuff.
Okay.
Anything to do with film, even if it's like I find a job with like a small indie company, I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just as long as I can do film, because I don't have the music background.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes I'm like, I don't get it, because obviously I'm like
Yeah.
I mostly listen to country. So I'm like,
Okay.
kinda-
I thought that was so interesting that you listen to
Yeah.
country. I didn't know what kind of music I thought you
Uh-huh.
listened to, but country, I just
Yeah.
I don't see it. Maybe I'm just, you know, I don't know.
Well, I grew up listening to country.
Did you now?
Yeah.
So you're both your
that was part of
parents
it.
or?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. And so like part of it was because my dad was in the military.
Okay.
And so he was stationed across the states, which is where I was born.
Okay.
And so a lot of my uncles were from the South.
Okay. Where what branch was he in?
He was in the airborne.
Okay.
Yeah.
Airborne, like Army?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And were you born on base?
Yes.
Where?
Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Fort Bragg, North Carolina? Did you just say that with like a
Yes, I did.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I can say the word separately, but not at the same time.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it? Wait, you can say
So I can say North
yeah.
and Carolina,
Yeah.
but I can't say North Carolina.
Wow.
So,
okay.
yeah.
A whole nother person just stepped in to the room.
Surprise.
Surprise. Wow. We're getting into it. I used to live in North Carolina. I used to live in Greensboro, North Carolina for a few years. Nice people there.
Yeah,
Have-
we were out in the countryside. So,
Oh,
like,
you weren't even in the because Greensboro, I mean, now, like, geez, I mean, when I was there, I mean, it was nice, but they didn't have like a stadium and stuff. Like, they didn't have like a stadium. They have like big shows there.
yeah.
Their downtown was kind of still developing and stuff. But when we moved there, like, they gave us like brownies and cookies, like neighbors. Like, everyone says good
Yeah.
morning, good afternoon, good evening. That's really cool.
Mhm.
You got so you're on the were you on like a farm?
Not quite.
Yeah.
I mean, it was probably like farm area because I
Yeah.
moved to California when I was little.
Okay.
So, like, I don't remember anything, but
Oh,
my
that's
parents
right.
did describe to me like what it was like over there.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, the town that they lived in was
Mhm.
Fayetteville,
Mm-hmm.
which is like, if you look at
Fayetteville,
the
North
map,
Carolina.
it's like definitely like in the countryside.
Wow.
So,
Fayetteville.
yeah.
Okay. Do you ever get to go back there at all?
I haven't been back there. I want to go back though, just to see what it was like.
So is that where your dad is from?
Mm-mm.
Or where's he
Nope.
from?
He's from California.
Okay, so dad's from California, Army, Airborne. You guys are out in Fort Bragg and Fayetteville
Yeah.
in North Carolina. How about your mom? Where's she from?
California.
Okay, so they're both from California. Okay.
I was out of like the four of us. I'm the only one that was born out of state. So my parents and my brother were born here in California.
Okay, and you were born in North
Mhm.
Carolina, but then came over here,
Yep.
went to Montessori, started punching little kids in the face, getting kicked
just
out
one
of
little kid.
schools.
Just one.
Just one,
Yeah, just one.
not multiple.
No.
Okay.
Tried not to get in trouble too much.
Okay.
I would cry too much.
Yeah. Are you a troublemaker?
No.
Okay.
Try
Okay.
not to be.
Not a crybaby anymore. Not a troublemaker. Can't say North Carolina
Nope.
separate. North Carolina. Say it again.
So I can say North and Carolina, but not North Carolina.
No. You're freaking me out, man. With these little the accent
Yeah.
and like the country music. That's like something I did not expect at all. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Oh, I'm grabbing the mouse for the computer to look at my laptop and these questions because I should have wrote these on cards like my wife told me to. So let's see here. Do you have a dream? What is your dream? Like anything's possible. Anything. And I'm going to ask all my guests this because I feel like people don't get asked enough what their dreams are. And, and I want to know what your dreams are.
Honestly, my dream would be like my end goal in life
Yeah.
is to just kind of like end up living either probably in like a suburban area where it's like quiet. No
Yeah.
one's gonna bother me.
Yeah.
Do whatever I want. Like that would honestly be my dream.
Just
I
to
can just live with my country music. No one
live with your
judging
country
me.
music? Just your country music? Like in a country area? Like do you need to go back to North Carolina?
No,
Or just like up north California
no.
maybe?
I mean, honestly, like I love the OC, so
Okay, everyone, once you come here, you kind of love it. I'm not like the biggest fan of the people all the
well,
time,
yeah, not
but
the people, but
like
like
the areas, I mean, it's
less
nice.
traffic.
It's a nice little bubble.
Yeah.
It is. Oh, look, we had somebody say hello, Mr. Jerry Costales. Hey, Jerry. This thing is so cool. This little
Yeah. I'm over
technology.
here like trying to squint at the computer.
Oh, are you? Yeah, this just
I
like
normally wear my glasses.
these are all the people that like joined. Mr. Casal said hi. Yeah, it's cool, man. Yeah. Technology opens up many opportunity.
Yeah.
Hoping I can like spin this thing off into some more opportunities over the next year.
I feel
Of
like
just
you can.
like I think I can. I'm kind of working out some of the some of like the hosting issues, hosting like the audio different places, feeding into different like platforms, marketing and stuff, trying to get like a groove, but it's early.
Yeah.
But we're getting it popping. Let's see here. So I do have there we go. So earliest memories of music. I know you mentioned you like some country music. Are those your earliest memories of music, or is it something else?
It's kind of like country patriotic, like Lee Greenwood.
You were the
I
perfect
remember.
you were a perfect guest for this, huh? July 4th just passed, patriotic.
I know.
Who?
That
Lee
was like Lee Greenwood.
Lee Greenwood.
Yeah.
Who is that?
I didn't listen to much. Like there was only one album that I remember listening to
Yeah.
in the car that my dad would always put on,
Mm-hmm.
and it was patriotic music. Like wasn't even anywhere near 4th of July, and
Oh,
we're listening to it.
I remember in the comment section, because I'm part of like a USMC vets, because I'm a vet, USMC, hoorah. And I saw somebody, I think they're the one that like did one of the Lee Greenwood probably ones that did like some patriotic song. So maybe that's why it kind of seems a little bit familiar, only because yesterday I just saw it.
Yeah,
so.
he had a whole album.
Yeah.
And so my dad would put it in the car and play it on repeat when we were little.
Dang, is your dad like uber patriotic?
Not extremely, but he is pretty patriotic.
Yeah. Does he still talk to some of his military buddies?
Definitely.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I got a few military buddies. None of them really live close to me, but I like over time I've kind of been able to add some of them on Facebook. So one thing I might like to do, because I think of different segments once I get done with kind of the music segment and some of the my peers like you and other people, maybe I've been thinking a couple things, like do like maybe like couple interviews, like interviewing like couples, whether they're married, not married, whatever, kids, no kids, about like their relationship and life and just them as individuals. And then also I've been thinking of maybe like what is it, like just finding my military buddies or going to see them and talking to them and catching up and stuff, like a podcast on that. And then also there was another one I was thinking, comics. I want to like get local comics and like just talk to them and ask them stuff. So I think I kind of, I don't know, I get them, or like I really like comics. And there's like a ton of them, and there's like a lot of local ones, and we got the Improv in Brea. I live in Brea, and then there's also the one in Irvine. So yeah, I think that's gonna be something I'm gonna try and do.
Yeah.
But that's enough about me and whatever I'm trying to do. So let's see here. Earliest memories are Lee Greenwood. I'll have to look him up and listen to some patriotic music and just probably drink. I'll probably, and then when you turn 21 during our next semester, late August, and then you can drink.
Yeah.
And also study a lot.
Yes.
Okay.
Not both at the same time though. I feel like that wouldn't work out.
That's not gonna really work out. Like, that's probably not gonna work. We can try it. We can try it though. Favorite 3 bands or artists, dead or alive?
Evanescence.
Ooh, Evanescence. Yes. Didn't see that coming.
Linkin
Park. So you're on that new metal business.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Lady Antebellum.
Lady Antebellum. I've heard of her. Like, is she?
Band.
It's a band?
Yeah.
Now I have to look that up. I know I've heard of it, but I can't, like, off the top of my head, I can't think. Lady Antebellum. I have to look it up. So you knew those pretty quick, though.
Yeah.
Wow.
They've kind of like, those 3 have always been like my top favorite bands.
Okay.
Of all the music that I've listened to.
Does she still make music?
She does, but it's like not as often as they used to, because I mean, like, she has a kid, so
okay.
She's kind of busy.
You gotta kind of curve off the music thing once you have a kid.
Yeah.
Were you super sad when Chester from Linkin Park? Yeah, that's crazy, man. He had a kid too. I was in Los Angeles, and they had his like I took a picture of it. It was like his outfit, you know,
Yeah.
up in like one of the things, like displays. And I remember Joe Rogan. I was watching Joe Rogan, and he was talking about him and
Mhm.
stuff, and just how nice a person he was, and how talented.
Yeah.
It's just like it is like super sad, especially because of like even I remember I had a friend, Brian Arthur, and his brother Ian Arthur, and I remember Brian. He brought home. It's like in high school. He brought home the first like Linkin Park like cassette tape when there were still cassette tapes, because now that sounds like a distant memory. Like you probably, I'm old. I don't care, whatever. But he brought home a Linkin Park a tape, and we listened to it. It was cool. I was like, what's this little rock rap? Like, this is cool, man. We liked it. And he was like souped on it. And that's the first time I heard Linkin Park. And then from there, they kind of really took off, and they're awesome. And then to hear, you know, fast forward today, he's like passed away because he took his own life and had kids and what, like, you gotta really wonder what like depression or whatever people are dealing with.
For years he had depression.
Yeah.
And like we had done a report on a producer, and so I did it on Mike Shinoda. Am I like too far from the mic?
Just pull it down a little. There you go.
Yeah. So like I did mine on Mike Shinoda, who's the rapper for the band.
Yeah.
And so he also produced a lot of their music, and it like kind of like through that I was also able to see like more interviews that they had, and they don't even know if they're going to continue Linkin Park
after Chester.
Him. Yeah.
It's a hard decision. I mean, they obviously, I don't think they were done with music because they dropped a recent album or something. And did he do a solo one too?
Yeah.
He did.
Mike Shinoda also had like he owns a recording company too, so like he has some side stuff, but like just the band Linkin Park, because they all kind of like met in college.
Oh, is that how they met?
Yeah.
Okay.
They would all like go to school together, and that's how they started the band, I guess.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. R.I.P. Rest in power, Chester Bennington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chester Bennington.
Yeah. I hope the best for Linkin Park and whatever they do moving forward without him. Let's see. So Evanescence, Lady Antebellum, and Linkin Park, dead or alive. Okay, cool. I can always listen to some Linkin Park. Evanescence, I'll have to dip back into that for sure. Let's see here. What is it you don't like about Disneyland? Let's ask that question.
So for my department, it's a lot of the scheduling.
The scheduling. I have
a lot of issues with my school schedule.
Conflicting with work, the demands of the happiest place on earth.
Yeah.
Do they not respect your school schedule?
Yes. And I've like also the whole like going back and forth between work and school. Like I've done where I work till 7 a.m. doing an overnight. Ooh. And then we had class at 8:30.
Oh man.
So like I drove straight here. I was very tired.
Oh man. Ooh wee. I like sleep, but I'm not a big fan of like sleeping. So, but I definitely understand other people at school. They have like crazy schedules. I'm fortunate because like I was in the military, so like the VA pays for like my school.
Yeah.
So like
VA
this is my work. Oh, are you in a college fee waiver? Hey,
yeah, that's how I get here.
Benefits. Your dad, yeah. It's a California thing. California fee waiver. So maybe my kid, when they go to school, they'll use that. So yeah, some people definitely, you know, shout out to everybody that's working and going to school, because that's like really difficult, especially if you're working at like 7 a.m. and gotta be at class at 8:30. That's wild.
Yeah.
Dang. And that's like, you're just finishing, and that's like the drive over.
Yeah.
Like that gap in between is not rest.
That's me driving from Anaheim to Carson.
Oh man, Sarah, you are a beast. You can't be a crybaby to do that. You cannot be a crybaby to do that. Wow. Gosh. It's like hurts my heart.
Yeah. The coworkers that I worked with those nights, like it was all the same. Same 3 people.
Yeah.
So we're kind of delirious by the 3rd night.
Oh,
but, like,
man.
They would message me and they'd be like, "Are you guys like are you doing? Like we'd show up to
you,
work.
you check
and
in
they were
on
like,
one another.
Are you okay?
You guys check
Yeah.
in on one another
Yeah.
because you know it's real.
Yeah.
The sleep deprivation is real. We did sleep deprivation in the military.
Yeah.
They just keep you up for hours. Have you
Yep.
wait, have you hurry up, have you wait, have you hurry up.
Yep.
Then you go do something.
Sometimes
Yeah.
like if we get a chance to like go get coffee, we'll get coffee for like some of our other coworkers
Yeah.
too. I'm just like, here you guys go, survive the night.
Yeah, just a pat on the back and some hot coffee.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay, that's cool. So you guys are forming a little camaraderie there.
Yeah.
You guys understand the perils of sleep deprivation working at Disneyland. What's your favorite thing about Disneyland?
For what I do, because I work in costuming,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like really fun because I have the fun job, like
Yeah.
seeing the whole behind the scenes.
Yeah, seeing the people like get dressed and
Mhm.
yeah.
And just being like, oh, this is how this works. That's
Yeah.
how that part of the show works. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I like the most is the fact that I get to see all of that.
That's cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, you see the behind the scenes thing. I went recently with my first guest, Barry Sutton. His friend got us in and we just kind of hung out. We saw like a whole bunch of stuff. We saw like the army guys
Mhm.
like dancing. I did some push-ups, man. I don't know what it is. Like at some point between like the teens and the 20s, I kind of got off my high horse of like I'm too cool and dark to do this. And now I'm just like, I don't care, man. Let's do some push-ups. Let's jump up and down.
Yeah.
The guy he like looked at me and pointed or said something when they were leaving because he saw me getting
Yeah.
down. Like, I don't have to do that, you know? Guy all dressed in black over there just staring, but then he's like getting down with the program with all the kids.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then we saw Disney. He got off like a little like the little tractor, whatever, the
Mhm.
thing that goes around, and all these like paper boys are like, woo, and they're
Yeah,
like
the
dancing.
trolley.
Yeah, the trolley, recorded that, and then we just kind of we got our Starbucks and our
Yeah.
sandwiches, and you know, just kind of sat down and just kind of stared at people watched for a while.
Mhm.
But we went on a few rides. It was cool. Yeah, I don't mind going if I don't have to pay. Yeah. I have a brother visiting, so I may hit you up, see
It's
if
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
You get hit up all the time.
Actually, I've been able to stop it for a lot of people.
Mhm.
For certain ones, I'm like, I don't want to get you in. You have your own money. Like, you get yourself in.
Uh-huh.
You can buy all these things. You can get yourself into Disney for a day.
Oh, they're like they're balling out on other stuff, but they're trying to
Mhm.
get that free. And it
Yeah.
doesn't
I'm
sit
like,
with
well-
you. Doesn't sit with you right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, I make sure that if like I'm getting people into the park, I
Mhm.
can trust them not to kind of like mess up because then I can get in trouble.
What like just because what kind of stuff would get you in trouble?
It's pretty much just like, I mean, normal things. That,
Just like don't steal, don't break
Yeah.
anything, don't
um,
hurt people or
Yeah.
yell at people or
don't be an idiot.
don't be an idiot. That's the number one. Is that the number one rule at Disney? Don't be an idiot.
Well, I mean, cast members like getting people in. That's the main rule.
Yeah.
Don't be an idiot. Be smart.
Yeah. Because it's attached to basically you because you
Mhm.
gave them the pass. So if they do anything dumb,
Yeah.
you know, yeah. Well, I've got a pretty clean record, and I think I vouch for my my brother. So hopefully we can work that out later after the show. Let's see here. Do you consider yourself a brave individual?
In certain things, yes.
Like
others, definitely not.
what the what times do you consider yourself to be brave?
Roller coasters.
Roller coasters.
I love roller coasters.
Really?
But I'm also scared of heights if I'm not on a roller coaster, which is kind of weird
Yeah.
because like on a roller coaster, like you know how you stop at some point and then you look down and like see how far the ground is.
Yeah.
But you put me on like, what is it, that Lex Luthor ride at Six
Yeah.
Flags, the one that like goes up and down?
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm probably gonna cry. Like, to be
Probably
honest.
gonna cry. Yeah. So you have your limits.
Yes. Or if
Okay.
I'm like standing on something and like we go up high, I can't do that.
I have like Monica and also Alvi are scared of heights
Mhm.
too. So you guys
Yeah.
can start a like
Yeah.
scared of heights club or whatever. Alvi tried to she was telling me how she at work she was on a ladder and she like
Yeah.
froze and then like
I'm okay
Man.
on ladders.
Ladders, but-
because of work, like some of the things we do, like
Okay.
we do have to put things up pretty high to store all the costumes.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with ladders.
But like super high roller
Yeah.
coasters, like click, 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 click.
I'm okay with those.
You're okay with that.
Yeah.
But like, what about what is it? Buena Park, the whatever, with the one that goes up on like a big pole, it goes like straight up,
Yeah,
and
no,
then
I
it just
would
like,
cry.
and your feet are hanging. Then it's
Yeah.
like,
No,
and
I
then
would cry.
you would cry.
Yeah.
All right. So note to self: need to invite Sarah Shane to what part? What is that one at Buena Park? Knott's Berry Farm.
Yeah.
Got to get you over there. Are you scared of like Not Scary Farm, like when they do the Halloween thing?
Those,
Is that scary?
I'm not, like, obviously normal like jump scares. Yeah, if someone like comes up behind me. But I usually can't go to those because I have a lot of fog machines and I have asthma. So like, I sound like one of the monsters.
So the fog machines mess with your asthma and stuff. Okay.
Everything else though, I'm fine with. Don't put me in House of Mirrors though, because I will never find my way out.
Really?
I will hit the same mirror like 3 times
really
before I finally figure out.
Do you think that has to do with like the color blindness thing, or no? It's
I just can't do mirrors.
Okay. Also, note to self: Sarah cannot do mirrors at all. I would almost pay money to see you just like in a room of mirrors, just like hitting the wall.
My boyfriend and I did a House of Mirrors thing because in Garden Grove we have the Strawberry Festival, and so they had a House of Mirrors for kids. So I was like, I want to try it.
Yeah.
And there was a little girl who was kind of like standing there. She was like nervous, but she was kind of like by herself because she was with her dad. And so her dad was like, oh, just follow them.
Yeah.
So she was following us through. I'm the first one in. And so I hit a mirror. And I'm like hitting
You're
all
the point.
mirrors.
You're the point, man. You hit a mirror.
My boyfriend's like, it's over here. And then
that's why you keep him around.
Us, and I was like, oh. Okay.
That's why you keep him around. I got it.
I would be lost.
You would be lost. So you don't run into mirrors. He serves his purpose well. Good job, boyfriend of yours.
He makes sure I get out of the House of Mirrors.
Excellent. He's like a seeing eye boyfriend.
Yep.
There you go. That's a great description. Let's see. What we know you're a little scared of heights. But I'll ask this one. So I asked you why you volunteered today. You said it's something you've never done before. It just sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So were you nervous at all?
A little bit, because I'm always like behind the scenes kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like the only time I was ever
not anymore
in front, was just like competing in tournaments. But
okay.
That I'm like, I'm in my own zone, so like
no
one else matters.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thanks for coming on. Definitely thanks for coming on today. That's cool. So what I feel like I kind of asked you what you're scared of. You said you're scared of
That's like
the heights. Is there anything else? I know I'm kind of digging. What else?
This one's kind of like a silly fear. Well, a lot of people think it's funny. I'm scared of cats.
Really?
Yeah.
My brother has a cat. I'm not a fan of cats. I like dogs.
Yeah. I got bit by one of my aunt's cats when I was little.
So did I.
So I was scared of cats since then.
Yeah.
But I was kind of okay with like black cats because they kind of like
they're cool.
Stayed off.
Yeah.
To their own thing, so I was okay. And my boyfriend's sisters adopted like a little kitten that was sick. It was a black kitten too.
Yeah.
And so like he brought it in because they went to go do something, so they needed someone to watch it. And so he was just like he put it on the bed while I was like doing stuff. And he was just like watching me like slowly freaking out.
Oh, because it was like closer. So even kittens, not full grown ones, just anything cat feline. What about lions at the zoo or tigers?
As long as that fence is between us, I'm okay.
You're okay as long as that separation.
Yeah, if that fence goes down, like.
Wow, scared of cats. Oh, really? You're just gonna lose it. Oh.
But I've gotten okay with that kitten, so.
Okay.
Now I can like hold the kitten, have it near me.
Good.
Can't play with the kitten though.
Can't play with it. You can look at it and kind of keep it at a distance, arm length, but yeah.
Can't play with it. Kind of scares me every time it jumps. So.
Oh wow, that's funny. Can you name a time that you overcame your fears?
The kitten.
Just by getting close to it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just kind of like slowly like being okay with the cat being like on the edge of the bed
Yeah.
while I'm on the other side, and then it like slowly getting closer.
They call that there's a word for that. They use it like in like a clinical like psychologist would use like slowly introducing people to their fears, like if they're scared of elevators, like maybe they start with like pictures of elevators or pictures of like lizards or something, and they look for those they can and then like say like, you know, there'll be an elevator and like step closer and closer, and then like they'll run away and step closer, and then maybe they'll get in it, you know, eventually, and you know, then get out and then maybe actually use it and stuff. So it's like proximal something introduction to but that's kind of what you're doing there. You're kind of like treating yourself to overcome your fears of kittens, and that's what it's all about.
So far it's only one.
It's one
just one kitten.
Just one.
I haven't gone past that.
Yeah. Well, you start with that one kitten, and then, you know, big things from there. Big things from there. So that's good. That's super cool. Big up to anyone overcoming their fears over time. That's what's up. What is this? Oh. Are you an angry person, or are people just stupid? Both. Yeah.
I started a bullet journal. And
a what journal?
A bullet journal.
What's a bullet journal?
So it's basically this journal where you kind of have set like sections of it where they're for like goals, or like it's all personalized.
Yeah.
So anything you want. And so I did a section where I was like, okay, for the rest of this year, let's see every single day, like how angry I get.
Really?
Because I have a lot of issues.
Like a scale?
Yeah. And so I named it Angry Stitch.
Angry
Stitch. I drew an outline of Stitch on it.
Yeah.
And so each day is like one row, and then I just kind of like color in boxes.
Yeah.
For it. So all my coworkers think that it's like kind of funny because they know like I do get mad a lot. Like I mentioned, I was like, I have a short temper.
Yeah.
So I just kind of trying to keep track. And then it's funny because one day there's like nothing. That was the day I wasn't at work.
Oh.
So I was just like, well.
So wait, the bullet journal, is that your personal thing, or is that something at work?
No, it's my personal thing.
So, and is that just like what they call it? Is it like a way of measuring your, like how upset you get over the course of a day?
It's pretty much just measuring anything you want throughout a year. Like goals, tasks, stuff like that. Bullet
journal. I've never heard of that, but I kind of want to check it out. My wife is saying exposure therapy. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. The thing we're talking about, cats. You're doing like self-diagnosis, medicating, like exposure therapy. You're advanced. You're ahead of your time, exposing yourself to your greatest fears. Just a little bit. Just closer. Just closer.
Little harmless kitten.
Yeah. Let's see. And what do you do to get rid of stress? So you're not angry. How do you like decompress? Like, you know, get the positive energy back so you can move forward.
Usually I'll listen to music and
That's
draw.
always good. Listen to music and draw.
Yeah, those are the two biggest things that help me. Sometimes I also have I have a fidget cube. So
I've got that, so. I got a fidget cube. I got a fidget spinner. Yeah.
I don't understand the spinner, so I just stick with the cube.
Yeah, I barely use them, but the cube is legit. I like that thing. I don't know what it is. I like that. Okay, those are good. What is your favorite cartoon? What was it as a child or even now?
I watched so many.
Oh, do you? Are you addicted to cartoons?
I love cartoons.
they're legit. Cartoons are awesome.
I think two of my favorites were definitely Pokemon.
Okay, a lot of Pokemon fans.
There's one called Spider Riders.
Spider Riders? I ain't never heard of that. Interesting. Must be some new age cartoon. Spider Riders. Might have to.
They stopped it when I was little, though. So.
They stopped what?
They stopped it when I was little.
Really?
Yeah.
90? 2000? Damn. You were born in like 90. Yeah. What year were you born?
97.
You're like as old as Jake. I talked to Jake the other day, somebody in our program. He said he was born 97. I was like, bro, I started high school in 97. I was a freshman, son. 97. So crazy. So you young people are okay though. All right. You know, after talking to some of y'all surrounded by y'all are okay, man. I have faith in the future. You know, y'all be around a little longer than me. So yeah, good on you. 97er
Yeah.
over there. That's so crazy. 82, I was born. 82. Showing my age. I'm okay with it though. It's cool to get old. I think it's like scary at first, but then like you're okay with it at a time. Yeah. Cool is forever, people. Yeah. So we found out what upsets you, how you get rid of stress, favorite cartoon. Are you sick of politics yet?
Yes.
Yes. I think everyone is.
Yeah.
What is the most annoying thing about politics right now? Let's just
honestly
hit me.
for
Anything. What are you
I
just
don't know
tired
a
of
lot
hearing?
about politics, but it's a lot of back and forth stuff.
Yeah.
Like nothing
He said,
gets
she
done.
said, nothing. Yeah, you got to
So-
keep everyone distracted, arguing.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah,
And then
while
in
they
the end,
keep.
they realize, hey, nothing was done over here.
No,
They
we've
just
moved.
talked.
We've moved on to the next thing that we're gonna argue about.
Yeah.
Don't worry. But whatever was happening that people didn't like, we're gonna keep doing that.
Mhm.
But we're not gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about the next thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you on that. What's your favorite way to waste time?
Reading.
Reading.
Yeah.
What kind of are you Harry Potter, young lady?
Yes.
I knew it. All you 97 babies. Harry Potter.
Yes. I love Harry Potter.
Only Harry Potter? What else? Are you
No,
volunteering tribute also with
No, actually. Hunger Games is not my favorite.
Okay. So what else do you like to read?
Honestly, I just love books in general. Like
Mhm.
I don't have a specific genre where I'm like, oh, I like these only.
Mhm.
I just kind of like, oh, if it's a good book, I'll read it.
Okay.
So
Are you into that what is that called? Lord of Rings?
the movies, yes,
I don't
but
know.
I haven't read the books.
Game of Thrones books? Have you read those?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you like books. You
Mhm.
probably didn't read the Goosebumps because you're born in
I
97.
did.
Oh,
I
you
did
did.
read the Goosebumps.
You went back in time.
But I scared myself with the Goosebumps.
Ooh, they were legit, man.
Yeah, they were.
They were good. I remember it was the only time in my entire life where I read a book all in one night. It was one of the Goosebump ones. I think it was about like a scary park or something.
Yeah.
I read it in one night. I was just so like little kid. That was dope. I'd probably never do that again. But I mean, I read, but I'll read like a couple chapters in one book, skip to another one, read a ton of articles, and just like got bookmarks scattered about all different books. What is something you are obsessed with?
Penguins.
Penguins?
Yes,
I'm so glad I asked these questions. I keep like shocking myself, like being shocked by the answers of people. Penguins. Tell me how you're obsessed with penguins.
I love penguins so much.
I just want to squeeze them.
Yeah. So I have a lot of candles that my so my Oma, she's my grandma, she gave me, and they're all of like little penguins doing different things.
Mm-hmm.
And they're for like little tea lights. I have a penguin cookie jar. I
Yeah.
have a pillow pet. I have a blanket. I used to have a penguin backpack.
Dang.
A lunch pail.
Were you a penguin for Halloween?
No.
Why
I was
not?
at work.
At work.
Yes.
Nice. Did you go to the Pixar Fest thing?
No, I haven't.
Okay. So they did those penguins. They did penguins and something. So yeah. Did you want to go to that?
Just for the penguins.
Just for the penguins.
Yeah.
Dang, you're a penguin core.
Yeah.
Have you seen any good penguin memes on the interwebs?
There are a few.
Do you maybe like some forums, but other people are obsessed with penguins? You ever found any?
I haven't found any.
You haven't found your penguin,
but I'm not like
animal spirit person?
Actively looking for penguins.
Well, maybe you want to hurry up and get to it, Sarah. Okay, if you're really obsessed with penguins, unless you're fake obsessed, just because it's the trend that's going around right now. Penguins, you're just on the wave.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll leave you alone about the penguins now, but deep
Later
down,
on.
yeah, deep down now. All of these interviews are just giving me material to mess with people later.
Yeah.
So I gotta
I don't mind about the penguins.
get some mirrors, get some cats. If you had intro music, what song would it be and why?
I think It'd probably be something similar to I Don't Dance by Lee Bryce.
I Don't Dance by
Yeah.
Lee Price.
So it's like
It's like a
kind of
pop.
slow.
Is that like a recent pop song, a couple
No.
years? Or
It's a country song.
it is a country song.
Yes.
Ooh, obviously.
It's a little bit slower, so
Okay, that's okay.
yeah. It's kind of like, because in the song, basically about him being in a relationship, and like this girl loves to dance and stuff, or like
Mhm.
do all these things, which isn't stuff that he normally does, but for her, he'll do it.
Yeah.
So
Okay, that's
Yeah.
nice. Love conquered all his fears of dancing. So for her, he dances. That's cool. What would the perfect weekend be? So maybe penguins and
camping.
camping.
Yeah.
Ooh, you like to camp?
Yes. I
That's
used
cool.
to camp like almost every weekend when I was little.
Yeah. So just like like describe like a cool camping weekend. Are we fishing? Are we doing the fire? Are we
Fire,
hunting?
yes.
Like
No. Fishing, I get bored, so I can't
okay.
do that.
All right.
I've never been hunting
Mm-hmm.
shotguns, but
Yeah.
not hunting. Just kind of like hanging out in the campsite, like roasting marshmallows over a fire, and just hiking around, like
Just
whatever
exploring
they
the
have.
woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like just wandering around the woods.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's where it's at.
Yeah.
I want to do some of that like soon. Maybe I can squeeze that into this week before I got to go back to work or class or something. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me. So let's see here. If you open a business, what kind of business would it be?
Oh, goodness. I've never thought about opening a business, so.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like I wouldn't be able to handle like
the pressures.
The pressures of owning a business.
Well, it depends. Like if you like what you're doing enough and maybe like really proficient at it, it might alleviate some of the pressures you're thinking you're having right now.
Yeah.
But until you get there, who knows? But yeah. Do you would it be martial arts, music, country music?
I feel like it would be like some sort of studio where like anyone can go to if it's like they want to be able to do something with art or music, like
an open art studio workspace thing.
Yeah,
I've thought about that too, like providing a space for artists to work, especially young kids, like local. I think that would be really
just be like, oh, you don't have enough room at your house, you can come over here, do whatever you want, like have your own stuff.
I think that would be dope. They have stuff like, I forget what they're called, maker workshops, something. I can't remember. What is the strangest dream you've ever had?
This had to do with work.
Okay.
So it was about the Phantasmic show.
Okay.
And I was on second level of the Twain, which is the giant white boat. And
is it Disneyland?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, like, the beginning of this dream. I just know, like, I was sitting there, and then during show.
Yeah.
And then I ran out to the middle where all the performers are. And then I, like, looked over, and, like, all the lights were on me. And, like, I could see the whole crowd. And then I just, like, woke up. Like, that's probably the strangest dream I've had.
Yeah, they say like your dreams are like your closest, the best look into the self that you're not familiar with, like your unconscious like self, because allegedly like there's a lot going on in there, like yourself has all kinds of secret motives that you're working towards that you don't even know about.
Yeah.
So that's maybe we can get analysis on that. Look that up, do some Googling. You'll get
I can do it.
Yeah, you'll get there. I can't remember most of my dreams. What is the most annoying habit someone can have aside from breathing?
One of the things that I hate the most is probably if someone's like if they're tapping.
Yeah.
If it's not like a consistent rhythm. Like if it's just like random, like stuff like that.
That
Like annoy me, and I'm like
what are you doing? You have no rhythm.
just like sit there and go 1, 2, 3. Like that's okay.
They need a click track.
Yeah.
They need like a click track for their little finger hitting.
Yeah, I think
So-
that's one of the most annoying things.
That's it. It must be. That's what came right to your head.
Yeah.
That must be the number one. I got all kinds of material now to annoy you at later points in time. This is great.
Yeah.
Hope somebody's writing this down. When I get an assistant,
I mean, it's gonna be on your Facebook page, so I
I'll just
feel like they're
refer
just
back.
gonna like rewind it.
Yeah, I'll just rewind it and then I'll figure out how to annoy Miss Sarah Shane. Let's see. What do you bring? What do you bring with you everywhere you go?
Hand sanitizer.
Because people are gross.
Yes. Usually I have a sewing kit.
Really?
Yeah.
You know how to get your sew on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of a habit though, for like not just from work but from karate too.
Oh, your uniforms
So,
and stuff.
Yeah, for sewing the patches on like right before tournament or something.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are usually the 2 things that I have on me the most.
Hand sanitizer and a sewing kit.
Mhm.
Yeah, how practical.
Yep.
There you go. What is your guilty pleasure?
I'm wondering, do I even have one? Probably be like eating junk food late at night and watching scary movies.
That sounds great.
Because I can't really binge watch shows.
Yeah, you get like distracted or you're just like, eh.
No, I just get distracted by
Yeah.
other things.
A little bit of that ADHD.
Yeah.
I feel you.
So,
I like Netflix because you just kind of jump around.
Yeah.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yeah, yes, no, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. Okay. Horror movies and ice cream.
Yep.
Sounds good to me. I like that. What trends did you follow when you were younger? Were you
I didn't really follow any.
because you're just a badass and you just do your own thing. Okay. That's cool. No trends. Nothing wrong with that. This is a good one. What benefits do you bring to the group when you hang out with friends? What do you bring to the table?
Usually one of the most sarcastic ones.
Oh, sarcasm,
Yeah,
dark
that's
humor.
definitely
Yeah.
definitely my thing.
Pessimism.
Pessimism. I'm usually one of the most rude. Like, no, actually, just kidding. I'm probably the rudest person in the group.
Yes. My wife tells me I'm rude all the time.
Yeah.
I was like, you don't get all this and not get a little bit of rude. You're going to work. Okay.
I'm pretty rude.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
Rude boy. Rude girl. Blah, 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 blah. Boom fire. Yeah. I'm down with that. Down with the rude. That's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. I definitely like you even more now. Now that I know you're super rude. And that's what you bring to the friend group dynamic is straight rudeness.
Yep.
Let's see. What are some things you want to accomplish before you die?
I want to be able to travel a little bit.
That's cool.
Take an
Traveling is
actual
cool.
vacation.
Actual vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do that sometimes. People, we work so much and take a little you time.
Hmm.
See the world, see some other people.
Yeah.
Get out there in those streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, cross the ocean maybe.
Yeah. Maybe like get out of the US for a little bit.
Yeah.
Just
Not a bad
get
idea.
like a little culture shock.
You'll definitely get a culture shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but it's cool. I was in the military, so I traveled some. And
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, even going from city to state to East
Mhm.
Coast, West Coast is a bit of a culture shock, people and stuff.
Yeah.
New Jersey people are not, where I'm from, are not California, Orange County people. It's
Yeah.
not the same. You're going to be in a whole different world.
Mhm.
Yeah, people are going to let you know how they feel about life. But yeah, Japan, Singapore, a few places. Yeah, I hope you get to do that. That would be super cool. That'd be cool. Maybe you join the military, maybe you don't.
No.
No, you're like, no.
No.
You don't want people telling you what to do?
I just don't want to join the military.
Okay. Hey, I'm not
Yeah.
mad at you. It ain't for
No,
everybody.
that's for my brother.
That's
he
for
can
your
do it. Yeah.
Okay. We'll leave it to the brother, big brother or younger.
Younger brother.
We'll leave it to the younger brother. Okay. And what smell brings back great memories?
Probably the smell of like latkes and rati kukus.
What are those two things?
So latkes, they're like potato pancakes. We usually eat them for Hanukkah.
Oh, are you Jewish?
Yeah, I'm
And
Jewish.
you're Jewish.
Yes.
Okay. Learning
Another thing
all
to
kinds
add,
of stuff. Okay.
So the rati kukus, it's kind of like it's like a steamed cake almost,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can put like chocolate in it.
I'm gonna have to look
And-
this stuff up.
Yeah.
Like cuckoos. And after this, can you write those down? I just
Yes.
want to know. I want to just Google them and look them up and
Yeah.
learn about them for a little bit.
Mhm.
That's cool. So is that a favorite childhood like treat?
Yeah. My mom and I made it once.
Mm-hmm.
The rati kukus, the latkes we make every year.
Yeah.
And so like it was interesting watching how to make it
Mhm.
because you kind of like make it in
Mm-hmm.
like a towel basically.
Yeah.
Over a boiling pot of water.
Do you cook
Sometimes
sometimes?
I'm very lazy.
Who cooked? Your
So,
boyfriend or you? Who's the chef?
kind of both of us. like,
Okay, depends on whose laziness
Yeah.
threshold of wanting to do.
And what it is.
Huh?
And what it
And
is.
what it is.
Yeah. It's
Spaghetti and
usually,
meatballs.
Like, no, like I'll make a lot of cookies.
Oh,
He
okay.
loves cookies.
So you're the baker
Yeah.
and he does the other stuff sometimes. Okay, that works. You got a good balance, yin and yang of food, cooking, eating. How do you want to be remembered?
Hopefully not beating people up.
That sounds good. Well, you haven't really had to do it outside of a tournament
Yeah.
yet, so good.
So I'm okay with that. Probably just someone who was able to accomplish goals.
Someone
That'd
who's
be the biggest thing.
okay. Good. Nice. Goals are important. Your
Yeah.
little bullet the bullet list?
Bullet journal.
Bullet journal.
Mhm.
Okay. Accomplish those goals. I can respect that. What does the world need more of?
Positivity. Definitely, because a
Agree.
lot of things were always like, oh, this isn't right, or we shouldn't be doing this, but it's like, what about finding a new way?
Yeah.
So like those
Positivity.
definitely.
Yeah. If you could and that's kind of going to be, this will be the last question. If you could talk to the youth of the
Mhm.
future, just the future, what advice would you give them?
I would probably tell them to focus on the little things,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what's going to make life seem so great, and that's what's going to kind of help them achieve whatever they want to achieve in life, is by focusing on the little things first. If you think on the big picture, you're going to get too overwhelmed.
Yes.
So I think that's the advice I would give them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I think we'll close out on that note for episode 4, Black Aaron broadcast, with Sarah Haynes.
Sarah Shane.
Shanes. Gosh, how did I get it right this whole time? And then the very end,
My last name isn't that hard.
Sarah Shane.
Yep.
All right. Hey, it was great.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on the show. I'm going to leave you guys with some sweet theme music. And then we're going to get out of here. If I can just geez, I can't. I just don't know. I just don't know what I'm doing. Oh, there we go. Let's do this. All right. Later, guys.
He's that funny young guy to talk to. Always seem to have a good talk. Always coming back around. Have a friend in high.